Today we're breaking down 2 dumbbell-only exercises that I've personally found really effective for building a bigger back. The back is a big area, but the muscles I like to think about are the lats, the upper back, and the lower portion that helps with stability. The lats are the big muscles that run down the sides and give width. The upper back includes the rear delts, traps, and the muscles between the shoulder blades that help with posture and pulling strength. Then there's the lower part of the lats, and the deeper muscles around the spine that keep everything stable when you hinge or row. I'm not trying to give a full anatomy lesson here, just a simple overview that helps explain why I chose the 2 movements in this video. Each one lines up nicely with one of these areas, and together they cover a lot of what makes a strong, well-balanced back. I'll get straight into the 2 exercises right after this, but I just want to explain why I'm only using 2. The back is a big muscle group, but you don't actually need a long list of movements to hit it properly. If you pick the right patterns and push them hard enough, 2 exercises can cover everything you need. Dumbbells are obviously a bit limited compared to things like pull-ups or lat pull-downs, especially for pure lat isolation. But you can still get a ton of tension if you choose the right movements. The first exercise gives you all the thickness-focused work, a heavy horizontal pull where you can load up and really drive the elbows back. The second one covers the stretch and lengthened range tension, which is where a lot of lat growth actually happens, even without machines. And honestly, keeping it simple just helps you focus on execution instead of worrying about 10 different angles. Better quality reps, easier progression, and something you can constantly stick to. I'm not saying this is the only way to train your back, it's just a really solid combo when all you have is dumbbells. The first exercise is the chest-supported dumbbell row on a 45-degree bench. I really like this for the upper lats, rear delts, and the upper portion of your back. The bench support also takes pressure off the lower back. I set the bench to around 45 degrees, grab dumbbells, and let my arms hang straight down. From here, I pull the dumbbells up and slightly out, keeping my chest on the bench. I let my shoulder blades open at the bottom and then squeeze them together at the top of the rep. I like to slow the eccentric down on this one, pulling smoothly and pausing at the bottom. A few things I focus on are keeping my chest down, not swinging, and really feeling that squeeze at the top. If you're not using dumbbells, any chest-supported row variation is going to hit very similar muscles. If you struggle to feel your back working during rows, it usually comes down to a couple small things in the setup. The first one is your elbow path. When the elbow flares out too wide, the tension shifts more into the upper back and rear delts. If you want more lat involvement, keep the elbow slightly tucked and think about driving it toward your hip instead of straight back. Another thing that helps is allowing the shoulder blade to actually move. Locking the shoulder down too early makes the arms take over. Let the shoulder stretch forward at the bottom, then pull it back naturally as you row. And the last thing is tempo. If the bottom part of the rep is rushed, you skip the range where the lats do the most work. Slow that part down, keep the weight controlled, and let the muscles stretch. Once these cues click, dumbbell back work becomes a lot easier to feel. The second exercise is a single arm bent over row, with one hand resting on top of the bench. I like this angle because I feel it more in the lower lat and the lower portion of the back. I stand behind the bench, place one hand on top for support, and hinge over. Not fully at 90 degrees, but close. The dumbbell hangs straight down. From here, I pull my elbow in toward my hip. Keeping everything still helps me connect with my lower lats. A few cues that help me here are letting the lats stretch at the bottom, keeping the ribs down, and leading the pull with the elbow. And you can match this movement with any similar single arm row variation. I like pairing these 2 together because one hits more upper back thickness and the other hits that lower lat line. For sets and reps, I usually go 2 or 3 sets and 8 to 12 reps, but it does depend on how heavy I'm going and how I'm feeling on the day. Hopefully this breakdown gave you something useful, and if you want another muscle group covered in this simple 2 exercise style, let me know. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you guys next time.